What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you've been here before, this isn't Max. This is a different guy.
Hello, I'm a different guy.
It's Chris Shavers. Some of you may remember him from time once past. Some of you might not. If you haven't, this is Chris. He's really cool. He plays lots of Magic. Today we're playing something I've been saying we were going to play on both the second channel and this channel for a while, which is Premodern. I saw the Andrea Mangucci video, looked at the cards and the old borders, immediately got bricked up and decided we have to do this. So we're doing this.
Oh yeah, Premodern, so sweet.
It's very sick. I bought a bunch of the decks. Chris decided to come and play with me today because I guess Guy's playing Warhammer or something. So
wow, no Premodern?
No Premodern? You rather play Warhammer? Warhammer is pretty sweet. I can't get into it because it's like another hobby. I just do not have time for it.
Yeah, same. So much money, but man.
Yeah, money, but it does look sweet. The way Guy talks about it makes it sound enticing.
It is really fun.
Yeah. There's no way. If I get into it and I accidentally like it, I'm fucked.
Yeah. It's like the adult version of like playing with toys. But
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Kind of like because like there's more like effort put behind it. Yep. Like it takes less of your imagination to work with.
Absolutely.
And it's like you're playing with giant armies. If you like real-time strategy games, it's basically that, but in person.
Yep. But instead, we're going to play children's card games. Specifically, children's card games from cards that stopped being legal 20 years ago. This is Premodern. A real quick rundown. Google Premodern if you want the comprehensive rules. The real quick list is cards printed from 1995 to 2003 with a ban list of about 20 cards are all legal. It is highly encouraged that you play with old border cards, though not mandatory in tournament play. And depending on how this video does, we'll either do more Premodern on the channel, or if it's just like a couple hundred of you that really like it and want to see it, but it doesn't make sense for the YouTube algorithm, we might do it as patron-only content. So leave comments. Decks, I'm playing Sligh. It's what you think it is. It's mono red. I've got ball lightnings and shocks and lightning bolts and literal Mog Fanatic, the worst red creature ever printed in my deck, and it's pretty sweet. And Chris is playing actually a deck I like way better.
Blue-white Tron. It's just a Tron. It's a control deck, but sometimes you draw Tron and you cast Rokagenes where X is 7, you draw a new hand, and you kill them with a Masticore.
Or just like Cycle Decree for 15 or whatever.
Cycle Decree, or you just hardcast Decree if you really want to be funny.
Yeah, 4 Sarah Angels wins the game most of the time.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to deal with.
High roll?
Sure.
Sweet. That is a pretty good roll. That's a 7.
It was a 9, right?
It was a 9. I can't pay attention to things.
Numbers are hard.
I'll play. That's very bad for you. Game 1 I think is going to be rough for you, but I think it gets better. Also, I have to pause because normally Max gets the life total because the app he has on his phone that he won't tell me the name of is better. But instead, I'm just giving Max shade. The real answer is I won't ask him. All right, we've located a life tracker. We're good to go. And I won the die roll, which is just so good for me. Cut me if you like, Chris. It's up to you. Yeah, you're good though. I don't care.
Get you a nice cut.
I've got this thing. I like being cut because like the ritual. I love sanctioned magic. 1, 2, 3.
Fair. Sanctioned magic
4, 5,
is pretty
6.
dope.
I won the FNM last night with Jeskai Energy, so look forward to that modern video coming soon. This is a keep.
I think I'm gonna take a mulligan.
Very good. Go to 5.
Go to 5? What do you mean?
You don't need cards.
I do need cards. I really need cards.
Yeah. Something about this matchup, if you don't play in Premodern, answers are interesting. One of the best ways to beat red decks is literally Circle of Protection red, like the old school way to beat red.
Yeah, you just cast Circle of Protection red. Yeah. They can't. There's nothing in their deck besides.
I don't have a splash color, so it's not like I can play Naturalize or anything.
Yep.
So if it resolves, it's just like, do I have Curse Scroll? Oh yeah, lists are in the description below. If you want to check out the list, Premodern is sweet. Both of our decks probably have a combined value of $200.
Yeah, and that's.
And these aren't even the cheap decks. Like they go down there's some decks that go up from here, but those are like the exceptions to the rule by a lot.
Yeah, if you want to play like the really, really fun stuff in the format, you got to spend some money. But if you don't want to spend some money, you can just play like really good decks for much cheaper.
Yeah, as long as your plan is not to stifle the trigger from a Phyrexian Dreadnought, you're probably fine.
Yeah, but like who wouldn't want to do that, right?
Exactly.
I wouldn't want this hand though. This hand's kind of it's
little
serviceable. Well, we're gonna have to make it work.
All right, sweet. I have just the best opener ever. Here's a mountain, little Premodern border mountain with a Premodern border Jackal Pup, little 2-1 action, the original Ragavan. Go ahead.
The original Ragavan.
Original Ragavan.
Here's a tower, and then I'm gonna play a sphere.
Sphere's good. Yep. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Wow. It was good. Now I don't know if you can win attack for 2.
Hey, chill out.
All right. Have you ever heard of my friend Jackal Pup?
Stop.
He's got a really good buddy. It's another Jackal Pup.
I'm in danger. What is happening? This is the control player's worst nightmare.
3 2-1s.
All right, so we're gonna make a white.
Yeah.
Cracking this. I'm gonna draw a card. Man, I think I'm going to lose this game.
Yeah.
But I am going to Swords one of the Jackal Pups.
I gained 2. Also, I attacked with this one. I forgot to lose 1. Jackal Pup, for each 1 damage dealt to it. No, for each 1 damage dealt to it, I don't take damage when I attack with it. I don't even know how my own cards work. All right. Well, yeah, I'm at 2. 22.
Go ahead.
All right, untap. Come on, Jackal Pup number 4. It's kind of like Jackal Pup number 4. Attack 4/4.
Taken 4.
All right, tap 1. Jackal Pup. Just kidding, it's Mog Fanatic this time.
Yeah.
All right, tap for 1.
Yeah.
Seal of Fire.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's like Shock, but worse. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Well, it appears we have been mana screwed.
Oh, that's not good. We have 14.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass.
All right, at the end of your turn, I'll do nothing. Untap. I want to play the game called Since You Just Didn't Draw Land, Can I Just Kill You Right Now? The answer is probably.
I mean,
attack for 5.
Take 5. We're going to 9.
All right, sack Seal of Cleansing to bring you to 7.
Go to 7.
I'm gonna Volcanic Hammer you to 3.
You sure are.
All right, I'm gonna sacrifice 2 mountains and Fire Blast you for 4.
That's pretty funny.
I'm glad we got that out of the way. Game 1's really bad for you. So,
yeah.
And you just like kept one of us. What was it, like a one-lander with a
It was a one-lander with rock and swords.
Yeah,
and I didn't
with the
want to go
rock
down
and
to
swords,
5.
I think you actually probably keep that. Like Sligh doesn't normally do that. We only play like 12 creatures in this deck. No, we play 16. It's 4 Mog Fanatic, 4 Jackal Pup, 4 of the Lavamancer, and then 4 Ball Lightnings, which all, funnily enough, died in Masticore. But let's go straight to sideboard because game 1s probably aren't super interesting. That was just a good way to show off how cool Sligh is in this format.
Oh yeah,
but now you have cards that are actually good against. We'll be right back with what we're sideboarding. All right, we figured out our sideboards. I'm doing 4/4. It looks like Chris is doing 6/6. Any pre-modern heads who are noticing I'm not bringing in a key card in the matchup, I don't own it, and we're not playing with proxies here. We're actually just playing actual pre-modern. I don't have Price of Progress. That said, Price of Progress falls to the same plan that all my other cards fall to in this matchup, so it's not the biggest deal. What we're doing over here is I'm cutting Anne Mog Fanatic. It's like the worst card in my deck by a lot, and I'm bringing in extra 1-drops. So I just want to cut it. It's not like you have any X1s that I can ping off with Mog Fanatic, which is when it's really good.
Right.
Like Mog Fanatic and Alamwar Elves, super good. Here, not as good. We're cutting a Ball Lightning because you're literally a Swords to Plowshares deck, and in our practice games, he may or may not have had a Masticore, and then I play Ball Lightning. He's like, yeah, absolutely. And then he just shoots it for 1. And then 2 Volcanic Hammer, because if Incinerate is a worse Bolt, Volcanic Hammer is a worse Incinerate. Volcanic Hammer is sorcery, speed, 3 damage for 2 mana. It's not very good. We've got Flaring Pain, which is like my one way to stop Cop for a turn. It's a 2 mana instant, damage can't be prevented, it flashes back for a red. So that's like my one little tiny hope if you have a Cop out. And then 3 Pyroblasts, because it's Pyroblast and your deck is a blue white deck.
Yeah.
I think Pyroblast main mode is actually to Pyroblast your Hydroblast.
Yeah.
All right, what are you doing?
So I'm just bringing in, well, first I decided to cut Stroke of Genius just because the first Stroke of Genius, you can cut it out of the deck. It's a decent X-Spell, but against a very aggressive deck, you would rather just have a Decree because at the very least, the 1/1s will block your dudes and trade.
Yeah. In a long matchup, you like want multiple strokes, but in a matchup like this, you're really only stroking once.
Yeah, like if we're going into a long game, I'm pretty much winning at that point.
Exactly.
My top end's better.
Yep.
And then Power Sinks is just kind of like the worst counter spell because the other ones are very efficient, and this one you have to pay a decent amount of mana into it, and 1 isn't good enough because of how efficient you are.
And it's like the thing about Power Sync is it's good because it's a time wall because it forces your opponent to tap out. My deck operates at instant speed, so it actually doesn't stop my turn.
Yeah, you're just like, all right, I'm gonna tap out. How about instead I bolt you to with everything I have, and then there you go. And then Miscalculation, it's like it's a pretty good counter spell, but I think we would rather have Hydroblast because it's an actual counter spell that just completely stops it. This doesn't really stop it, and it's not that efficient. It's nice that you can cycle it, so we're not cutting all of them.
These cards also like prolifically bad against like Fire Blast, where I float 2 mana and then do it, and then I can pay it anyway.
Right. So you can like kind of force through your spells with this, and you can't really force through Hydroblast. And in Wrath of God, you don't play enough creatures for me to actually really want this. Yeah. It seems like it would be really good, but in the practice games, it didn't really, like every time I drew it, I was like, you don't really have any creatures or...
Yeah, I've got like 16 creatures in the deck and 4 of them sacrificed to their own triggers, so like Wrath is kind of underrated.
And like if I'm playing the matchup right and I have the Decree out and I manage to Decree and block your creatures, we get to a point where I draw this and I just don't even need it anymore.
Exactly, but the cards you're bringing in are sweet.
Yeah, so we're bringing in Enlightened Tutor because it finds Circular Protection Red, which for those who don't know, it's an enchantment, pay 1, prevent all damage to you from a red source. Hey, guess what? Every single card in his deck, aside from Curse Scroll, is red.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I'm used to playing with Max and Travis, who don't project. You do. You can actually Well, you know what? Keep talking. Keep talking the way you were real quick.
Yeah.
You actually project, so I had to. You can keep. I had to. Sorry about that cut, Chris. I'm used to playing with Max and Travis, who do this all the time, and they shortcut their words and stuff. Yeah. Chris actually projects when he talks, so I had to turn you down a little bit.
We are bringing in a lightning tutor because it finds those. It also finds a Masticore, which is the 4-mana 4/4
that kills every creature.
That kills every creature in this deck. You pay 2 mana, deal 1 damage to a creature. You pay 2 to regenerate it, but you have to discard a card of your upkeep. Which with the deck that can draw a billion cards with Stroke of Genius, you don't really care that much. Or you could just start discarding lands, and now you have a 4/4 that can't die and kills all of his creatures, and he can't really bolt it. He doesn't really have a good way to deal with it.
No, I don't have like any way to deal with it unless you like tap out for some reason.
Right, and then the staple against all red decks, Hydroblast. He's doing the Pyroblast, I'm doing the Hydroblast. This is to stop him from doing basically anything. It's like a little mini circle protection red.
Yeah, it's so good. It just like, if for 1 mana, you can stop like Sulfuric Vortex or just any of my best spells.
Yeah, against the decks that like are playing red, this card is just, it's a 1 mana do everything.
Yep, it's the best possible card, period.
It's a Source of Plowshares, it's a counter spell, it's everything you want it to be.
Yeah, your Hydroblasts are actually going to be better than my Pyroblasts by I think a good amount. My Pyroblasts I can only really use reactively. You can actually I can only use them to protect like my individual spells, but so they're only good when you've got like a spell on the stack. Your Hydroblasts are good the whole game. Like every time you draw it late, it's great.
Yeah, you draw it. I draw it at any point in the game, and I'm just very happy to see it.
Yep. All right. Well, that puts me on the play you on the play because I ranted you game 1 because you didn't have good cards for the matchup.
Yeah.
Now you do. So you get to be on the play. Me on the draw. Great news for you. My first mulligan of the day. Just no lands, so we're going to 6.
The old classic. Man, this hand would be good if it had lands.
Yeah. Most hands that don't have lands would be good if they had lands.
I think I'm gonna take a mulligan. This hand is close, but without.
You've almost got Tron.
Yeah, I almost have Tron, but there is no blue source and no white source, so I have to hard draw into it. And against the fast red deck, you don't want to take that risk.
Yep, double mulligan to 6. All right, better luck on 6. 1 land.
All right, Circle of Protection red, a plains,
this is a keep.
Land. That would be it.
I'll put one of these down because that's too expensive for right now.
I will also keep my hand, and
Is your hand nuts? Am I just dead?
Holy shit.
I have Tron, actually. His hand's pretty good.
I actually don't know what to put to the bottom. That's...
That's tricky with that deck because you got a lot of synergy-based stuff going on along with just like blue-white good stuff. Is it like that really awkward? I have 2 Tron pieces, but only so many pieces of colored mana, and I don't want to
the hand's great. The issue is I want to keep everything, and I don't know what to keep.
That is the shame about mulliganing.
Do I show it the camera when I put it to the bottom?
You can just like slightly tilt it this way, and I won't be able to see it. Like that camera will see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I could
there you go. They can get the idea. We don't do so on this channel. If you viewers at home haven't noticed, I value my ability to put out content at a faster rate because I'm the only person working. Like I just edit the videos and everything myself, and that's why I like the screen is you can see the Matt and me at Chris at the same time because it makes for anyone who doesn't know how to edit. Just take my word, it makes the editing load quicker. I could put this video out today because of how like streamlined the process is. Right. But otherwise, it is nicer when you have like the over-the-shoulder camera. You like track the cards in hand the whole time, like they do on like Card Market. But like they put in a ton of work on editing to do that. So I can't really. I don't have the time.
They have like
a
dedicated editor.
Exactly. All right, you're up.
All right, so we're gonna start with a good old classic Plains, and I'm gonna pass.
Plains pass. Draw. All right, we're gonna start with a classic. This is an actual classic. Classically unplayable Sealfire.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep. I'm gonna draw. We're gonna play a power plant.
Yep.
And we're gonna play Circle of Protection red.
Fucking hate that. Sorry, I'm gonna Sealfire you now, I guess.
Yep.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Let's go Mountain, and then let's go. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This is already so bad. I guess I'm gonna unload my spells first. Shock you. And then lightning bolt you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then the problem is I've got a ball lightning in my hand, and then a card that takes me is just as far from casting ball lightning as possible. I think you're just never gonna tap out. Screw it. I think I've already lost. That's how good Cop Red is. But I'm gonna sacrifice 2 mountains and fire blast you.
Yeah.
Go to 9, idiot. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm at 9. However, we do have Circle of Protection red.
Yeah.
And also we have Urza's Tower.
Is that 2 out of 3?
That is 2 out of 3. Here is a egg. Go ahead.
Egg. Draw. Pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep. I will draw. Here's TRONN.
Yep. Oh my god.
Here's a Mastercore.
Okay. This is pretty quick. Good. And that's TRONN, so you don't even have to tap out. So this wooded foothills doesn't do anything. Go.
Untap.
So bad.
I'm gonna discard the swords.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw. Here's 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Go ahead.
Draw. I'm upset. Go.
Untap. Upkeep trigger. I'll discard this miscalculation. I'll draw. Here's
1, 2, 3,
here's
4.
that. Go ahead.
All right, draw. Go.
At your end step, I'm gonna crack the egg and cast Stroke of Genius.
I'm gonna Pyroblast your Stroke of Genius.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that play. You're up.
I still do draw the card off of this.
You do.
Though.
Yep. The egg draws the card.
So we'll untap, upkeep. This happens. I'm gonna discard this Flooded Strand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw.
If he just never plays a land again, he's never gonna lose the Mastercore.
Here's a 4.
4.
Go ahead.
Go to 7. Here, I'll cut myself. 1, 2, draw. Okay. Bloodstained Mire. Fetch. Go to 6. Get real close to dead. All right. You're at 9. I'm at 6. 9's so much though.
9's a lot.
9's a lot. Yeah, I think I'm just straight up dead. However, I will cast Flaring Pain.
Sure.
Damage cannot be prevented this turn. Hey, go to 5. Fire Blast. You pass to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep this thing. We're gonna discard this Impulse. I'm gonna draw, and I'm gonna hit you for 4.
You got it.
I'm gonna pass.
I'm just dead.
Yeah. So I was holding. I had a Hydroblast, but I actually didn't have the blue source after I cast the Stroke of Genius. So that actually that Pyro was a really good Pyro.
Yeah,
blast.
the Pyro felt good, but the Mastercore was just like. So I just like died with a ball lightning.
Yeah, for what it's worth, so my opening hand, the reason I had so much trouble was this was basically the opening hand.
Yeah.
It was all of this with the swords.
Yep.
And I was like, this is literally perfect.
I actually like shipping the swords there. That makes a lot of sense. Because the Cop Red is like having 1,000 swords.
Yeah.
All right, going to game 3. We've got a game 3, and that puts me on the play. I feel so happy being on the play. All right, good luck. And yeah, I don't think I'd make any sideboard changes based on play draw, to be honest.
Yeah, importantly, because you get to go first, you do get to get under, like you have 2 turns to get under Cop Red.
Yep.
So if I open it and I mulligan for it, you can still kind of get under it.
Yeah, in a perfect world, I can go like Jackal Pup into like some other 1-drop, and then the turn you play Cop Red, like dump my hand Fire Blast, you try to bring you to like 3 or 4, then start to attack, forcing you to tap out for the Cop Red on my creatures, and then like eventually double spell you. That's the dream if you just have Cop Red in your opener. Or like Curse Scroll is a good way to get around Cop Red too. Yeah, and Barbarian Ring does it too.
Barbarian Ring is really nice.
Yeah.
Fun fact for those who don't know, Barbarian Ring works because lands are colorless. They don't have a color.
Yeah, even though you can point them and go, but it's red, not according to the game rules.
It looks red.
Yeah.
It sounds red, and it definitely has a red effect. But guess what, guys? It's not red.
It's colorless. Speaking of lands that are red, I have a keep.
I think I also have a keep.
All right, I have a really good turn 1 Mountain. Take a second to let that just be in play and look cool. Tap it for a red and a Cursed Scroll. Go ahead.
You guy.
I'm a little bad boy.
You're a dirty man.
Yes.
Here's a Urza's Mine for a sphere.
That's good. Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's do a Wooded Foothills. I'm going to fetch now. Fetching in this format is interesting because duels just don't exist. And the reason my deck plays fetches, even though I'm a monocolor deck, is because of Barbarian Ring, which cares about Threshold, and the Lavamancer, who cares about exiling 2 cards from my graveyard to deal 2 damage to anything. So a lot of people look at it and think it's deck thinning. That is not why we're playing fetches. That actually has such a small effect on the game. We're going to go Mog Fanatic and Grim Lavamancer. Pass to you.
On tap. Upkeep, I will draw. We're just going to play a Flooded Strand, and I'm just going to pass.
Your fetches are better than mine because you can get 2 different types of basics. Draw.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do a Mountain and go to combat. Sure. I'm just going to attack for 1.
Take 1. 19.
All right. That's all I got. Go ahead.
At your end step, I would like to crack this fetch.
All right. In response to the fetch, I will bolt you.
Sure.
All right, cool. Bolt goes here. And then I guess while we're here, I'll also tap for red and Lavamancer you for 2 more.
Go to 13.
But then the fetch is good.
Yeah. We're gonna grab a Basic Plains. Because Basic Plains is very nice.
It doesn't deal damage, and it casts Swords to Plowshares.
which is, hey, would you look at that? That's what I'm about to do.
Oh no, I assume it's get to.
Yeah.
All right, I'll gain a life because that's how it works. Oh, I'll actually wait for you to put it on the stack, but yeah, I trust you.
Just gonna shuffle real quick.
If you wonder why I don't take shortcuts, this ticked Max off until he realized it. The reason I, like you say swords, I'm gonna wait is because I'll do the edit and then it'll make sense on the camera.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I'll go to 20.
And then, yeah, so we're just gonna untap. Upkeep, I'm gonna draw. We're gonna cry.
Hell yeah.
A little bit.
Sounds like a missed land drop to me.
However, I think we can fix this. So we're gonna crack this for a colorless. Well, no, not colorless. We're gonna make a colorless. We're gonna crack this for a blue.
Blue?
Draw a card.
Or maybe impulse or something would be pretty good here.
Yeah, that's absolutely what we're gonna do. Here's an impulse.
Impulse is good.
So we're gonna look at the top 4, and would you look at that?
It's a land.
It's a land drop.
Bonus points if it's an untapped blue source.
Absolutely.
It is. It's just an island.
It's just an island.
Good
and
to
I'm gonna
go.
pass.
All right, untap, upkeep, and draw. That is a little bit aggravating, but I think I can make it work. We'll do a barbarian ring. I'll go to combat for 1.
Take 1.
Then I'm actually going to tap for 2 red and sacrifice. Well, I guess this just gets max punished by Hydroblast, huh? You know what? I'm gonna be a patient, good young boy and pass the turn.
Alrighty, I will untap. Upkeep, I will draw.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play Urza's Power Plant.
Is that power plant number 2 or is the first one of mine?
The first one's of mine.
Okay, so
we're
you're
2 out of
getting
3. What we're going to do then is, I think I'm just gonna pass for now.
All right, at the end of your turn, I'm gonna activate Curse Scroll. I'm going to name the card Basic Mountain.
Yeah.
And you get to pick a card. All right, it's Basic Mountain, take 2.
Yeah. Still at the end step, I'm gonna disenchant it.
Oh no, yeah, that's good. All right, it's disenchanted. You know about this mountain, you're at 10.
Yes.
And then I untap.
Yep.
And I draw. Okay. Let's play that Basic Mountain you already knew about and go to combat for 1.
Take 1. 9.
Then I will tap for 2 and sacrifice 2 mountains, floating the 2 and try to Fire Blast you.
I will Hydroblast.
Oh, that's pretty good. But I do have the 2 floating, so I'll play this Jackal Pup.
Yes.
And then that's it. Go ahead.
Untap. Upkeep, I will draw.
You got it.
We're gonna play out Urza's Mine. That's our second mine.
Sweet. Not a tower. Love it.
Here's a Circle of Protection red.
I guess we'll respond, and I'll shoot you with my Mog Fanatic.
I will take 1.
Get mogged. Good.
I've been mogged. All right. I'll pass after that.
All right. Draw. Nope. I'm gonna cast the card Flaring Pain. Nice top deck, me.
I like to mana leak it.
It gets mana leaked. I'll lose a life. I'm gonna cast the card Flaring Pain. Flashback.
Yeah.
2.
Take 2.
All right, go ahead.
Untap. Upkeep, I will draw.
Yeehaw.
And we're just going to pass a turn to you.
All right, untap and draw. Lose a life.
Yep.
Ball lightning.
You got a ball lightning.
Yeehaw. Cop twice.
Yeah, we're on a cop twice.
Yeah, that's good. But my ball lightning goes to the bin. I'm almost at threshold. Go ahead.
Untap. Upkeep, I'm going to draw. And we are just going to tap for 4.
I don't like 4.
And here's a Masticore.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. This got dark quick. Get to Lavamancer.
You got a Lavamancer.
Go ahead.
I think at your end step, I'm going to do nothing.
Sweet.
It's gonna untap. Upkeep, this thing will trigger. I'm going to discard a Swords.
Swords Flushers? You got it.
And I will draw. I'm gonna play a Flooded Strands. I think we're just going to swing for 4.
Swing for 4. I will actually put Lavamancer in front of it.
Sure.
All right, dead Lavamancer.
After that, I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. Combat for 2.
We will just protect.
Cop red, yep. I'm going to ring you for 2.
Take 2.
And then that's all I got. Go ahead.
At the end step, I'm going to fetch.
Down to 3?
Down to 3.
Never tap enough mana to let Bolt kill you.
Yeah.
Absolute genius moves.
We're gonna grab an island.
Yep.
I really like basic island. You know.
Me too. I also like basic islands.
It makes blue. All of these spells that I cast are blue. It's just we're having a nice time.
The One Piece is probably on one of them.
Yeah.
Right into a stroke of genius. No, right into an Urza's Tower.
And then I'm gonna untap.
Yeah.
Upkeep. This is gonna trigger. We're gonna discard this Swords.
Yep.
And we're going to draw. And yeah, we drew the tower.
That can't be good. Is the last card in your hand stroke? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stroke for 9. I'm gonna let you play it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you for 4. I'm just gonna
14.
pass.
Untap and draw. Go ahead.
At the end step, I would like to stroke for a lot. We're gonna leave. How many cards do you have in hand?
2.
2. I'm gonna leave 3.
Or you know, I'm sorry. We have to go back a little bit. I'm gonna force you to pay for a cop.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just pay with an island,
Yeah.
and then
we'll go down step.
we'll do this. I will, just to be on the safe side, leave up like a mine,
A mine?
plant. We'll leave up 5. X being 5 is good enough. I'm gonna leave 3 up to be on the safest side possible.
I'm gonna play this Pyroblast.
That's rude.
Got him by Mastercore.
Oh shit.
It's like he didn't do it in his main phase. To be fair, I still think I can't beat you. But kill Jackal
Yeah,
Pup.
I'll
I
kill
assume?
Jackal
Yeah,
Pup at the end
it's
of
that
it,
dead
though.
ass Jackal Pup. Also, you dealt the damage to it, so I actually do take 1.
And then I will untap, and hey, guess what? That's sad. I'm gonna draw.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pass.
Pass to you.
I'm just gonna cycle this,
Boo. Yeah, it's good.
and we're gonna draw
Grindy.
and untap.
Yep.
Upkeep. I'm gonna draw. We're just going to pass turn.
Pass to you.
At the end step,
Got
we're gonna
nothing.
cycle this decree. Where
Okay.
X is a lot.
X is just so much.
X is just so much, but we're gonna leave out 3
Yep.
for tower. So X is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 8. X is going to be 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That many.
And then I draw a card.
Yep.
And then we will untap. Upkeep, I will draw. And we're going to play a mine. And we're going to get you for 5.
I'm at 8.
And we're going to pass.
Curse scroll off the top. Ooh. Get Mog.
You have a Mog.
Pass to you.
I want to cycle this second Decree of Justice. Where X is even more this time. So this will pay for the cycle. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to dump 8 into it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I guess you'll get a goblin too, because I actually don't have enough of the tokens for as many as you've just made.
So there's 8. I also draw my card.
All right, after resolution and after card draw,
Yeah.
nothing. Go ahead.
You keep scaring me. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way you have something.
Oh, I've got like cards in
untap,
my hand.
I'll keep draw. Combat.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. Well, lucky for you, we're playing with new rules, so damage still doesn't use the stack. There's cool tricks with Mog Fanatic back when damage.
Yeah, you
used
could like
the
block
stack.
and then block, deal the damage, and then before your damage is assigned, you can deal damage somewhere else.
I'm gonna block a 1/1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sack this Mog Fanatic to
Yeah.
shoot you.
I'll pay for it.
I'll tap for red.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt.
I'll pay for
I'm
it.
gonna target myself.
Oh.
1, 2,
I
3.
can't stop that.
This dies. All right, let's see. Am I down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Just
1,
barely.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, -7. We can probably keep going.
We can keep going. You know.
You could probably deal 40 more damage to me. Yeah, I'm super dead. I'm super dead. Cop Red is just so good. in this
Cobb
matchup.
Red is really good.
I really needed this curse scroll. It was the next card.
the Curse Scroll jump scare.
Curse scroll can't hurt you. All right. Well, there's your first pre-modern game, kids. I hope you like that. This format I think is super fun. It's a nice break from modern, which is also a good format. But like, let's be real. Even though we like the fact that it's degenerate, it doesn't change the fact that it is degenerate.
At the end
It's
of the
nice
day.
to play just like normal Magic cards Richard Garfield designed when he was knitting a quilt or whatever Richard Garfield does.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and as always, see you next time. Commit tax fraud. Commit tax fraud. Commit tax fraud. Commit tax fraud.